What's up, guys? Welcome back to Apocaflix Movies, and yes, it is Jake Berlin here with some more news bits. That's not going to be a new thing here. We're just going to be covering some of the bigger things we got going on and having some fun talking about it. And then, of course, they'll be up on our movie show as well, and some other stuff that we do here on the channel. But for today, because I am having a little bit of video tech problems. We're going to be talking about the new Kingsman prequel audio-wise. Not doing a video right now. Just having a little bit of technical issues, and that'll be handled very quickly. And so, but anyway, yeah, we got some news on the Kingsman prequel, and this movie's been talked about for a while now. And Matthew Vaughn has always kind of thrown around the idea of doing this movie, and it was previously reported a while ago that hey, the movie is coming, and it is coming in 2020. And yesterday brought the news that, it brought the news with the title, a synopsis, and it finalized that release date of February 2020. This movie is coming out. It is going to be directed by Matthew Vaughn, and it will be called The King's Man. Not Kingsman, The King's Man, which is very, very interesting and cool. It's a play, obviously, on the title, but it also points to what the movie could actually be telling. And so, before I get to my thoughts on it, let's dive into the synopsis real quick. It's just very small, very brief, but it goes as follows. As a collection of history's worst tyrants and criminal masterminds gather to plot a war to wipe out millions, one man must race against time to stop them. Discover the origins of the very first independent intelligence agency in The King's Man. Yeah, hey, this sounds really cool and really interesting. It's a very different take than what we see in the Kingsman movies with Taron Egerton and Colin Firth. Obviously, it going back in time. We don't know how far, but we will not be seeing Egerton or Firth or any of those characters that we've seen in those movies. And so this is going to be something completely new for Matthew Vaughn, and hopefully for me, I hope he gets a little bit back to the first Kingsman rather than the second Kingsman. He did what a lot of movies do when they have success. They kind of take the chains off and, risk it to get the biscuit, and the biscuit doesn't always turn out as well. And so I hope that he gets back to what he did with the first one, because the first one was truly an anomaly. Like it was such a good, interesting, unique movie, especially with stuff coming out around it, and it made a great ton of money. And so the sequel, The Golden Circle, while there were some good parts in it, I think that it became too much of a joke of itself, and that's not what the first one did. And so I really hope that he gets back to the first one and kind of that tone. And so it'll be interesting. But like I said, I think the synopsis sounds great. I think the title is very cool. It sticks with the franchise. People are going to know what it is, especially because it has that logo up in there. Directed by Matthew Vaughn. I love Matthew Vaughn as a director. I think he's great. I think that he throws it all out there, and I really appreciate that with him. And so before I get out of here, though, I do want to mention this. We previously reported about this on Apocaflix. We followed some news, and in that news, there was a cast that was kind of rumored and reported to be around for this film, and that does include the names that follow: Harris Dickinson, who is the most unknown out of them; Ralph Fiennes, Daniel Bruhl, Reese Ifans, I believe he played Lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man movie. And Charles Dance, who Charles Dance seems to be everywhere these days, which I am not opposed of. We don't know if that's the official cast. It was reported a while ago, and it'll be interesting if this is the cast and this is the synopsis, how these characters will play out with these actors. How is Ralph Fiennes in there? Daniel Bruhl, is he the bad guy? Is Charles Dance the bad guy? Are they all bad guys like the synopsis? Like the synopsis teases, the worst tyrants and criminal masterminds. Could all four of them be the bad guys? Because I believe Harris Dickinson's the youngest out of all of them, which would make sense as to why he could possibly be the King's Man. Bold prediction here: Harris Dickinson possibly playing a younger version of Michael Caine's character from the movies. That'll be very interesting. I know that, spoilers here for the first Kingsman, but we know that Michael Caine's character went bad at the end of the Kingsman movie. Um, I don't know if that'll be the case, but that could be an interesting tie-in. I don't know how far this organization goes back into time, how long they've kind of been covering their tracks and been there kind of saving the world. But I really dig it. I love the Kingsman franchise. I like what they do, and I want to see more of it. I like the idea of having a TV show. I do want to see a third movie, Kingsman 3, with Taron Egerton and Colin Firth. And I hope that Matthew Vaughn kind of, gets back to what he did with the first one in this movie and has some fun with it, but also takes it serious and not takes itself as a joke, because that's what made the first one so much fun. And so, but yeah, there's our coverage on the Kingsman, the brand new Kingsman movie that'll be coming out in next year, February, which is under a year away, and I don't even think they've started shooting yet. And so, the Kingsman comes out in February 2020, directed by Matthew Vaughn. We don't have an official cast yet. But the reported cast includes Harris Dickinson, Ralph Fiennes, Daniel Brewer, Rhys Ifans, and Charles Dance, which is a heavy, heavy cast, which is awesome. I'd love to see all 5 of those guys in that movie. That'd be awesome. So, but yeah, I'm Jake Berlin. This is Apocaflix Movies. This is our coverage on the Kingsman, the brand new Kingsman movie that is officially coming from Disney, because Disney now owns Fox. And so that'll be really cool to see from a Disney property. It'll be interesting to see if it has the Disney logo up on there, if it will indeed be the 20th Century Fox logo still. But time will tell. So, again, I'm Jake Berlin. Thank you for joining me on this coverage of the Kingsman today. Make sure you check us out on Apocaflix on YouTube, iTunes for all kinds of bigger podcasts, including the Padawan and our movie show. And then we're up on Instagram now, guys. Check us out on Instagram, posting clips and some new stuff on there as well. So appreciate all the support on all the platforms. It's really fun doing this, and we'd love to continue doing it. And it's all because of you guys. So leave some thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys on this one, what you think of it, the title, the synopsis, the idea. Leave it all down there. I'll get back to you guys. Hit that subscribe button, share, and like as always. And thank you for joining me on this episode of Apocaflix Movies.